Well, let's go this way.
Yeah.
Hi, hey, how are you? You all right? Have we come up with you? I'm going up to the... This is Mary Hoagland, and she's a student.
How are you?
Interviewing me.
Nice
John
to meet you.
Yeah, we're talking about what it means to be a Jesuit. I should have asked you.
Aha. Believe every word he says.
Oh, God bless him. He's such a gentleman.
That may make him at least somewhat truthful.
My story starts out with a simple question of why people do what they do. And as an undergrad student here at St. Louis University, I was very curious as to why the Jesuit priests on campus decided to dedicate their lives to God, starting at a very young age. I first talked with a young Jesuit scholastic on campus, and here is what he has to say.
So my name is Vinny Marchioni. I'm a Jesuit scholastic, 25 years old, from Lower Merion, Pennsylvania. After I heard a homily by a Jesuit, that was basically Jesuit's greatest hits. So it was talking about St. Ignatius and Francis Xavier, the exercise, spiritual exercises, the constitutions, all that stuff. And the idea popped into my head, like, whoa, I could be like those guys. I want to be a Jesuit. I got really jacked up like during this homily.
I then talked to Father Michael French, a Jesuit priest and professor here at SLU.
That's always an interesting question because for me it was association. I went to Jesuit high school and I just saw these guys. At that point there were a lot more scholastics than there are now. In other words, people in formation who were teaching at the high school as part of their Regency experience. And they just seemed like people who loved each other and had a good time and really open to reality.
I was also curious what the daily life of a Jesuit is like. For some reason, I thought being a priest meant wearing really cool robes, praying all day long, and leading a very different lifestyle than your average college student. To my surprise, Vinny told me differently.
Kind of like a college student, except I do everything probably 4 hours earlier. I don't see 1 or 2 in the morning too often.
I also thought about the family members of the Jesuits. What did they think about their sons committing their whole life to God?
When I first entered, we had this little dog at the family. Her name was Pixie, right? So my mother said, because she's a little rebel, and so she said, okay, now if you ever want to leave the Jesuits and they don't want you to go out because, they want to keep you, you just write me a letter that says, have you cut Pixie's hair? Oh. And I'll know that means to come up and pick you up. Oh. So, never wrote that letter, but,
yeah.
But it was weak. Straight ahead here, and we can go out. This thing here, I'll get this. There you go.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's really, it's a great view.
Father French took me to the rooftop of Jesuit Hall, and the view was absolutely breathtaking. It felt so peaceful to be up there on such a warm and clear fall day.
Of the area and the church of coming. Francis! Hello. Hi. How are you? Hi. And that's the Masonic Temple, I think, over there.
Okay.
This is the Continental Building.
Wow.
It always, remember the Superman movies?
Yes.
It looks like that building,
it does.
It's just great because you really get a whole view of the arch. It's downtown, of course. But it's a great place to get out and get, just sort of relax, blow a little steam off and clear your head.
Vinny and Father French both explain that becoming a Jesuit is their way of thanking God for the beautiful life He has provided. The essence of their thanks touches students at SLU so powerfully and creates a close community of love. We are so lucky to have the Jesuits here on campus whose dedication as priests help us to find God.
And I think what makes a Jesuit is seeing that and always striving to draw people close to God.